Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Popeye Goose. Just wanted to bring you this solo duplication glitch. I know you've seen it probably on a bunch of other channels, but there's one thing that these guys are leaving out that I think is really important. They keep telling you only use Benny vehicles, but I'm going to show you in this video here, you know, some tips and tricks. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you have to have a facility and you have to have it full of cars. You need to have at least an elegy or a a Fagio or a free elegy in there. Now you'll see the first clip, I ended up showing you just the first step. What you need to do is go up to the facility, so you get the facility full screen, then you hit your Xbox button or your PSN button. You just basically go to the dashboard, and once you back out, you'll notice that the facility full screen ends. And like I said in the first clip, I had a different outfit on, and this clip I, for some reason, didn't record the first 20 seconds, so that's why I just showed you what the first step was. Now the next step is, after you get that facility full screen to disappear when you go into your Xbox or PSN menu, then you basically just get a proximity mine and you throw it kind of right at the edge of the back of the facility. You don't want to throw it too far up, because you need to actually hear the proximity mine initiating. You hear the beep 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 beep. Once you hear that, you have a couple seconds, and then you need to be on the screen where it says, you know, facility full. So basically, once you hear the beep 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 beep, you're going to go ahead and spam the buttons as you keep driving, and what should happen is it should register that you end up hitting to drive your vehicle in, but you end up getting blown up. Now if everything works out perfectly, you'll notice that after that process happens and an explosion goes off, you will not see on the top left corner that your vehicle has been destroyed. So if that works out perfectly, then you can go ahead and proceed with these next steps. If it says that your vehicle has been destroyed and you got to call Moore's Mutual, then, you know, just call Moore's Mutual and start it over again. I forgot to mention, the easiest way to do this is with the motorcycle club, and get on like a body or one of the bikes that you have. Do not use a Fagio because it's a little too slow. You need some speed to do this. So I would recommend any kind of bike. And again, you just throw that proximity mine like maybe a foot before the edge where the cement is to the facility, just so that you can actually drive up, hear the proximity mine initiate, you hear that beep beep beep, you start spamming the A button, and it should happen where you see on your screen it pops up saying facility full, and then obviously you get the explosion, and then you don't get the message in the left hand corner saying that your vehicle's been exploded. Then you're all set. Now what I was saying is, a lot of people go ahead and post the videos saying you need to use the Benny's vehicles, and I'm sorry, I'll get to that in a second. Now I'm at the part where I need to tell you the next step is you need to take your vehicle and you need to get it to a certain point where you block off both doors so you can basically teleport in and out. And what you need to do is go to Motorcycle Club and hover over return vehicle to storage, and at the same exact time you have to hit the button to return the vehicle, which would be either A or X, whether you're on Xbox or PlayStation, and then you also have to either hit the triangle or the Y button, depending on what console you're on, at the same exact time. And what should happen is, you know, you should immediately spawn back inside the car, okay? And then what you do is you just go ahead and drive to the facility, you get the facility full screen, go ahead and enter the facility. Okay, and some of these clips, I only have 2-minute clips because I have 1080i for the resolution for HD, so I'm only allowed to record up to 2-minute clips, but I guarantee you these are all clips in succession. This just happened about 15 minutes ago, not even 15 minutes ago, probably about 10 minutes ago. And today is Saturday. This is still working. It is solo, 100%. So you're going to see right now, I'm just going to go ahead and swap it out with one of the free elegies or a Fagio that I have. Okay, and then all I'm going to do now is just go run into the vehicle. I'm going to get in it, I'm going to get out, and what you would notice what happened is, if you, well, I think I'm going to get in and get out, and I'm going to drive it out. Once you drive it out, you're going to get bricked out of the vehicle, which means it's going to kick you out and you're not going to be able to get back in. If that happens during this glitch or any other glitch, whether it's a doomsday vehicle, a supercar, jetpack, whatever, you just need to go ahead and close your your GTA game. And then when you restart it, you should notice that you'll be all set. What I'm doing right now is just, I got in it, I got out. Now I'm going to go back outside to show you that garage where I called that X80 from, that X80 is still in there. So now I have my original X80 in the other garage in the city, and I have the duplicated X80 in my my facility right now. The reason why I'm saying, a lot of people mention the videos, yeah, it's great to use Benny's, but if you have some expensive vehicles, like say if you have the Deluxo, you have the Stromberg, you have an Oppressor, you have an APC, you know, you have an X80 Proto, a T20, any of these vehicles, or the Batmobile, any of these vehicles that are really expensive, if you have bought that vehicle yourself, meaning that it's not a dupe that you got from somebody else, I recommend going ahead and taking my approach first, and then after you've done this, you can go ahead and get all the retro, the Elegy retros or Sultans that you want. The reason why I'm saying this is because if I go ahead and sell my X80, it sells for about 1.8 million. Same thing with the Oppressor. The APC fully upgraded sells for 1.6. The Deluxo sells for 2.8 million. The Stromberg sells for about 2.5 million. So I'd rather get 2.5 million or 2.8 million than just getting 1 million every single time. If I paid for these cars, you know, why not go ahead and get my price back? Now, you see, I still have a copy of the same exact car. It's still got the same look, same everything. It's just, if I try to sell this car, it's going to be at a much reduced price. And if you notice, if you duplicate a Deluxo or a Stromberg or those types of things, it's going to get a message saying that you can't sell vehicles more than 50,000. That just means it's a dupe copy, so I recommend going ahead and selling the original copy that you bought for the Deluxo, get 2.8 million back, and then you have a exact copy sitting in your garage. So I drove out. Basically what's going on here is you see that I can't get in. I'm bricked out. I'm going to go ahead and restart my GTA game. And then one of the next clips you see here, we're loading back into my facility. Just give me a couple seconds. I'm going to go ahead and confirm again that I have that X80 in this garage. Then I'm going to go outside and I'm going to call it from that same apartment where I started the clip calling it from. And then I'm going to go ahead and take that one. I'm going to sell it. And then you'll see that I still have that dupe copy in my facility. So again, if you want to make the absolute most amount of money doing this glitch, follow my steps first here, and then go ahead and just basically sell off all the originals of the cars that you have bought yourself. You're going to end up making way more money than if you just do the Benny's cars. So like even for instance, the Nero Custom, if you bought the Nero Custom and fully upgraded it, and you try to sell it, it sells for 1.4 million. So if you go ahead and dupe the Retro Custom, I'm sorry, the, what the hell is it called? Not the Retro Custom. The Nero Custom, I'm sorry guys, the Nero Custom will sell for 1.4 if it is your original vehicle. If you make a copy of it and you sell it, I think it sells for about 600,000 to 700,000. So pretty much every vehicle in the game, it's going to work like that. So if you've bought the vehicle yourself and you paid that money and you grinded to get that money, you know, why not go ahead and sell that car, keep the dupe copy of it, that's the identical version of the car, has all the same features, the upgrades, everything's the same. It just, you know, this is the best way to go ahead and get your money. I wasn't really going to post this video. I've seen it obviously the past couple days. People have been asking me about it, but what's going on now is I got people messaging me today saying, you know, is there a solo glitch out there? And then I tell them, yeah, hey, go to this channel, go to that channel. And then I've gotten some people coming back saying, you know, can you go ahead and upload one? I can't really understand what's going on, or they're kind of skipping steps, or the way that they edited the film, I can't really figure out exactly what the next step is or the timing of it. So I figured just to help you guys out, I know I got some of you guys that are kind of dedicated to me as far as getting these glitches. I don't know if you prefer the way I explain them, or that you know that once I post them, I'm going to follow through and keep verifying, you know, every day to see that these work. So if that's the case and you guys really just prefer watching them on my channel, I appreciate that. You know, I put a lot of time into it to make sure that everything's legit, and I keep updating you guys. You know, if it's on my channel, I take responsibility. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me or preferring to watch these videos on my channel. Just want to go ahead and give a shout out to the founders of this. The founders are Tuto, Facile, France, and also Freight Train, What the Fudge. So big shout out to those guys and the community out there glitching, helping everybody else make some money. I know a lot of guys say thank you, but I don't know if you guys really understand how much the community appreciates the amount of time, the hassle, the struggle you guys go into finding these glitches that, you know, sometimes blow my mind on how you guys even think about trying to do these steps to come up with it. But big shout out to you guys, really appreciate it. And I think right now I'm just waiting. I called my original X80 from that garage that you saw from earlier in the clip. After I, you know, basically killed myself and blew the bike up, this is the X80 that I called from my apartment in the city, and then I drove it into my facility, and then obviously I swapped it with an Elegy or a Fagio, I forgot what it was, but once I did that, it ended up making a dupe copy in my facility. So now I have the original. I'm going to go over to the paint shop. I'm going to go ahead and sell this, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about as far as the price. This confirms that this was the original one that I bought, you know, months ago or however long I bought this one. So I'm going to get 1.7, almost $1.8 million for this one, and then I still have the dupe copy sitting in my facility, which if I wanted to sell that one as well, that one's about another 600 to 700,000. Again, if you have a Deluxo or an oppressor, I think you would be stupid not to go ahead and start this glitch off by basically trading those in after you've already made a copy of them. You're going to make way more money. I mean, put it this way, if I have, just say the Batmobile, it sells for 2.2, and then you have the Deluxe, so 2.8. So if you add that up right there, that's a big chunk of change. That's $5 million just for 2 vehicles. So you do this, and it takes you 5 to 10 minutes. You're going to make $5 million, where in that same 5 to 10 minutes, if you're just doing Elegies or the Sultans, you're only going to make $2 million. So it makes sense. If you have all these cars and you spent that money, go ahead and just get rid of your originals once you have that dupe copy of it, and then keep the dupe. And keep the dupe and just drive it around. If you're hurt on cash later, you know, you could go ahead and dupe that again, and then just go sell that one that, you know, the second dupe that you made that's in the facility now. That one should sell for about 600, 700,000. You know, depending on what vehicle, the prices might vary. If you're low on cash, you can also go ahead and dupe any damn vehicle. You can dupe a car that you bought for $1 million, and when you go to sell it, the original, you might only get 300,000 or 400,000. But you can go ahead and keep doing that cycle until you get enough money where you can go ahead and, you know, fully customize an LG custom. So you'll see right here, I'm proving right now that the X80 is still, I'm trying to look through the garage again to show you that the X80 that I just called up and sold is obviously not there anymore. So you saw the one that I just brought up on the phone in the facility. So I still have my dupe copy there. I sold my other one. Hope you guys like this. Hope it works, and thanks.